Words are not casual. Words are not idle. Every word you speak is a living force, carrying energy, carrying vibration, carrying destiny. When you open your mouth, you open a workshop of creation. With every sentence, you are building your world. Your words are hammers and nails, laying the foundation of your future. They are the blueprints that the universe follows to construct your life. If you speak defeat, defeat rises up to meet you. If you speak lack, lack rushes in like a flood. But if you speak victory, victory will crown you. If you speak wealth, wealth will chase you down. Your tongue is the key to the treasure house. You can lock the door with words of fear, or you can unlock it with words of faith. Which words are you choosing? Consider this. When you declare, "Nothing ever works out for me," you give a command to life itself. The command is obeyed, and circumstances align to your words. But when you boldly decree, "Everything works together for my good, and money flows to me in perfect ways," the universe shifts, invisible doors swing open, opportunities rise out of nowhere, supply finds its way to you. The creative power of words lies in their certainty. Say it with conviction, and it must be so. Whisper doubt, and you will see doubt reflected back. Speak faith, and faith will move mountains. Your words are seeds, and the mind is soil. What you plant will grow. Plant words of poverty, and you reap scarcity. Plant words of abundance, and you reap prosperity. Speak as though you are already supplied, and you will be supplied. Speak as though wealth is already in your hands, and it will soon appear. The creative power of words demands responsibility. You cannot afford to speak loosely, to curse your finances, to mock your own dreams. Every negative declaration is a thief stealing from your own house. Guard your tongue, for it guards your destiny. When you rise in the morning, speak life. Declare, "Today I walk in abundance. Today I see opportunities. Today money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways." When you lie down at night, affirm, "I am always supplied. I am always prospered. My wealth is secure." This is not wishful thinking, it is creative law. The words you speak consistently become the conditions of your life. You are never powerless, for your words are the instruments of creation. So speak with authority, speak with boldness, speak with unwavering faith, for the creative power of words is the creative power of your life. Change your words and you will change your world. Your words are never neutral. Every word you speak is either a blessing or a curse. Every word is either a bridge to wealth or a barrier of poverty. The tongue is a mighty force, and it does not sleep. With every sentence you are making a declaration. You are either decreeing abundance or decreeing lack. You are either opening the door to money or slamming it shut. Listen to the phrases that roll so easily off the lips of so many. "I can't afford it. Money never stays with me. I'm always broke." These are not harmless remarks. They are commands. They are decrees. In life, listens. The universe bows to the voice of belief, and it obeys the declaration. Speak lack, and lack appears. Speak poverty, and poverty strengthens its hold. But there is another language, a higher declaration. When you rise and boldly say, "I am a magnet for money. I always prosper. Wealth flows to me in rivers of gold." You release a decree of abundance. You set unseen forces into motion. You call wealth out of the invisible and into the visible. The law is simple. What you declare, you will live. Your words are self-fulfilling prophecies. If you want to know your financial future, listen to your daily speech. If your words are heavy with complaint, your wall, it will echo the complaint. If your words are rich with gratitude and prosperity, your life will echo with wealth. A declaration is not a suggestion, it is a command. When you speak it, it takes root in the subconscious mind, and the subconscious makes sure it is carried out. Declare lack, and lack is created. Declare wealth, and wealth is created. Your declarations form the mold, and money must fill the shape of your words. There is no need to wait for evidence before you declare abundance. Decree it now, say it before you see it, speak it before you hold it. The unseen responds to the spoken word with obedience. When you declare, "I am richly supplied," you are not lying, you are laying the track for wealth to rush in. Do not waste your breath cursing your finances. Every time you say, "I am broke," you dig the ditch deeper. Choose instead to say, money comes to me easily, money comes to me joyfully, money comes to me now. These are words of power. These are declarations of wealth. Remember, silence is better than complaint. If you cannot yet bring yourself to speak prosperity, at least refuse to speak poverty. Hold your tongue rather than give life to lack. For silence plants nothing, but complaint plants weeds. Words are never empty, they are declarations, and declarations create destiny. You can speak yourself into wealth, or you can speak yourself into poverty. The choice is on your tongue, so let every word be a seed of abundance. Let every phrase be a decree of prosperity. Say with boldness, I declare I am wealthy. I declare I am provided for. I declare money flows to me in perfect ways. For the law is unchanging. Your words declare your world. Speak poverty and you live in poverty. Speak wealth and you walk in wealth. The choice is yours and the power is in your words. Every life is a story. Every fortune is a story. And every story is written in words. Your money story is not written in numbers on a bank account. It is not written in the balance of your wallet. It is written in the language you speak every single day. Each phrase, each statement, each declaration is a line in the script of your financial life. If you constantly say, I am always struggling, then struggle becomes the plot of your story. If you repeat, I never get ahead, then your story must unfold with setbacks. Your language forms the chapters of your money life. Words are the authors of experience. They are pens dipped in invisible ink, writing a future that will soon become visible. Listen to yourself for one single day, and you will discover the story you are writing. If you complain, your story is one of complaint. If you declare, your story is one of command. If you give thanks, your story is one of abundance. Think of the person who constantly says, I am broke, I am broke, I am broke. That is the script of poverty, rehearsed and repeated until it becomes a performance on the stage of life. But think of the one who says, money flows to me in perfect ways, I always prosper, I am a magnet for wealth. That person is writing a new chapter, and the universe must cast wealth as the lead character in their story. Your money story is not fixed. It is not permanent. It is rewritten every time you open your mouth. You hold the pen and your words are the ink. If you do not like the story of lack, change the language and a story of wealth will emerge. Some say, I speak what I see. But here is the truth. You see what you speak. If you wait for evidence before you declare abundance, you will wait forever. The story changes only when the words change. Speak it before you see it. Declare it before you hold it. The language of faith precedes the reality of wealth. Your language has rhythm, and rhythm builds momentum. If every day you declare lack, you build the rhythm of poverty, and your story marches to its beat. But if every day you declare prosperity, you build the rhythm of abundance, and your story begins to dance with opportunities, ideas, and supply. Gratitude is one of the greatest story shapers of all. When you say, thank you for the money I have, and thank you for the money on its way, you write a story of increase. Gratitude multiplies the plot. It adds characters of blessing and chapters of wealth. Complaint shrinks the story, but gratitude expands it. Forgiveness also rewrites the story. Words of bitterness lock the chapter on prosperity. Words of release open the next page. Say, I release all resentment. I bless the success of others. And the story of your wealth moves forward with freedom and circulation. Every declaration is a prophecy. I am always unlucky. That is a prophecy. I am destined to prosper. That too is a prophecy. The story will fulfill the prophecy that is most often spoken. What prophecy are your lips repeating? Remember this, the universe is a faithful publisher. It prints the book you write. If you write poverty, poverty will be published in your life. If you write wealth, wealth will be published in your life, and the language is the manuscript. So today, choose to write a new money story. Choose words of power. Choose words of supply. Choose words of confidence. Say with conviction, I am richly supplied. My money story is one of increase. My chapters are filled with abundance, wealth, and joy. Your money story is not written by chance, it is written by choice. And the choice is made with your language. Write wisely, write boldly, for when you change the words of your story, you change the ending of your life. Every thought carries power, every word carries vibration. But not every thought is worthy of your attention, and not every word deserves to be spoken. Here is the secret. You do not fight the negative, you replace it. That is the law of substitution. When fear rises in your mind and whispers, you will never have enough. You do not argue with it, you do not wrestle with it, you simply speak, I am richly supplied, all my needs are met in perfect ways. The negative is cast out by the positive. Darkness does not argue with light, it disappears when light enters. When the old habit says, money is scarce, money is hard to get, do not let it finish the sentence, interrupt it. Substitute immediately. Money comes to me freely, joyfully, and abundantly. The tongue redirects the current. The law is swift, and the substitution is powerful. You cannot serve two masters. Lack and abundance cannot live in the same house. The moment lack knocks, you let abundance answer the door. That is the practice. That is the mastery. Every negative word is an opportunity to substitute with a greater word, a wealthier word, a word aligned with truth. The subconscious mind does not argue, it obeys. If you repeat, I can't afford it, it will arrange life so you cannot afford it. But if you boldly declare, I always prosper, I am a magnet for money, the subconscious must arrange circumstances to match that decree. The law does not question, it executes, and substitution trains the subconscious in prosperity. Practice the law in every small moment. When you feel the urge to complain, substitute gratitude. When you feel fear of loss, substitute confidence in supply. When you feel resentment at another's wealth, substitute blessing. Their success is proof of mine. With every substitution, you rewrite the pattern of your life. Complaint creates poverty. Gratitude creates wealth. Fear creates stagnation. Faith creates flow. Resentment creates blockage. Blessing creates circulation. The law is clear. Substitute what destroys for what builds, and your life will rebuild itself. Do not give power to what you do not want. Do not speak it. Do not nurture it. Replace it. Erase it. Outshine it. The universe does not leave a vacuum. When you remove the negative, the positive takes its place. This law is your shield and sword. You cannot always control the thoughts that knock at your door, but you can control which ones you entertain. The uninvited guest may enter your mind, but you decide who stays. The law of substitution is the power to dismiss the intruder and welcome the guest of prosperity. So let this be your decree. I replace fear with faith, lack with abundance, resentment with blessing, complaint with gratitude. Practice it until it becomes natural. Practice it until it becomes automatic. For when substitution becomes a habit, your life becomes a masterpiece. Remember, you are never powerless, you always have a choice. The moment a negative arises, you can speak a new word, and the new word carries the higher power. This is the law of substitution, your tool to transform every thought, every word, and every condition. Use it boldly, use it faithfully, and you will see your life shine with the wealth, freedom, and joy that have always been yours. Gratitude is not a polite courtesy. Gratitude is a force. Gratitude is a magnet. Gratitude is the language that multiplies whatever it touches. When you say, thank you for the money I have, and thank you for the money on its way, you do more than express appreciation, you release power. You call forth multiplication. You tell life itself, I see abundance and I am ready for more. The universe responds to recognition. When you recognize your blessings expand. When you ignore them, they shrink. Words of gratitude turn a small seed into a great harvest. Think of the one who constantly complains, it's never enough, I can't catch a break, nothing ever goes my way. Their words are curses and they multiply lack. But think of the one who declares, I am grateful for every dollar, every opportunity, every door that opens. Their words are blessings, and blessings multiply. Gratitude is the golden key that unlocks increase. Gratitude transforms the atmosphere. The moment you say, thank you, you shift from lack to wealth, from fear to faith, from limitation to expansion. Gratitude is the bridge that carries you out of the desert of want and into the land of abundance. Do not wait until riches fill your hand to speak gratitude. Gratitude must come first. Speak it now, and riches will follow. Say it before you see it. Thank the universe in advance, and it will deliver in kind. Thank you for the money arriving. Thank you for the opportunities unfolding. Thank you for the wealth that belongs to me. Gratitude multiplies not only money, but joy, peace, and favor. It raises your vibration until life itself rises to meet you. It sets you in harmony with the rhythm of increase, and that rhythm attracts wealth like a magnet. Even in the face of small supply, gratitude enlarges it. One coin, blessed with gratitude, opens the door for 100 more. One opportunity praised with gratitude becomes the seed of many. Gratitude waters the ground of your life until it blossoms with prosperity. Complain, and you shrink your world. Give thanks, and you expand it. Resentment closes the door. Gratitude swings it wide. Fear delays supply. Gratitude accelerates it. Every grateful word is a multiplier, doubling and tripling your blessings until abundance overflows. So speak gratitude boldly. Do not whisper it as duty, proclaim it as power. Say with joy, I am thankful for the wealth I see, and I am thankful for the wealth unseen that is rushing to me now. Gratitude is the language of multiplication. Use it every day, every hour, every moment, for when gratitude fills your words, abundance fills your life. The spoken word is a decree, but a decree without confidence is like a sword without a blade, powerless, ineffective, unable to cut through the resistance of life. When you speak, you must speak with faith. You must speak with authority. You must speak with the certainty of one who knows that unseen forces are already obeying. The timid affirmation falls flat. The hesitant word carries no weight. But the confident declaration shakes the heavens. When you say, I am richly supplied, money flows to me now. With unwavering confidence, the entire universe rushes to fulfill it. Confidence charges your words with electricity. Confidence makes your speech law. Do you see why so many speak affirmations and see nothing change? They speak with doubt. They speak with hesitation. They speak as if testing a possibility instead of declaring a reality. But when you speak with confidence, you do not test, you command. You do not hope, you know. Confidence in the spoken word comes from understanding who you are. You are not begging life for scraps. You are not pleading with the universe. You are standing in your rightful place as one with authority. Your words carry creative power because you are connected to the source of creation itself. Say with confidence, I am wealthy, I am blessed, I am supplied in perfect ways. Do not whisper it timidly. Speak it boldly, speak it firmly, speak it as if the money were already in your hand because it is already on its way. Confidence transforms the spoken word into a decree that must be carried out. Just as a king's command cannot be ignored, so too the words of a confident soul cannot be denied. Life itself bends to your authority when you speak with certainty, and hear this, confidence is not arrogance. It is alignment. It is the knowing that what you decree with faith is already prepared for you. Confidence is the bridge between the unseen and the seen, between thought and manifestation, between desire and reality. Each time you speak with confidence, you strengthen the habit of power. Each time you declare boldly, you train the subconscious to obey without question. Confidence becomes your vibration, and that vibration draws money, opportunities, and blessings to you like iron to a magnet. So cast away the trembling tone, cast away the words of doubt, stand tall, breathe deeply, and speak as one who knows. Your words are not weak wishes, they are living decrees, they are forces of creation. They are wealth in motion. Declare it now. I speak with confidence. My words are law. My words are power. My words create money, abundance, and success. For when confidence fills your spoken word, nothing can resist you. The world must obey, and prosperity must appear. Money, like water, must flow. It cannot be held in clenched fists. It cannot move through a heart blocked with bitterness. Resentment dams the river of supply. Anger dries up opportunity. Unforgiveness shuts the door to prosperity. Do you see it? Many cry out for money, yet their hearts are chained by grudges. They declare abundance, but silently rehearse old wrongs. They speak wealth, but carry the heavy weight of resentment. And as long as that weight remains, the flow of money cannot move freely. Forgiveness is not weakness. Forgiveness is not forgetting. Forgiveness is freedom. Forgiveness cuts the chains. Forgiveness clears the channel. Forgiveness says, nothing and no one will block my supply. I release the past. I release the pain. I release every debt, for I am free, and money is free to flow to me. When you forgive, you unclog the pipes of prosperity. Suddenly, unexpected money shows up. Doors that were closed swing open. The very people you once resented may become the instruments of your blessing. For life always delivers through open channels, never through blocked ones. Consider this truth: resentment ties you to poverty, but forgiveness ties you to abundance. Each time you let go of an old wound, you create space for wealth to enter. Each time you release anger, you invite joy, peace, and prosperity. Forgiveness is the solvent that dissolves lack. Do not wait until you feel like forgiving. Speak it as a decree. Declare, I freely and fully forgive. I bless and release everyone and everything. I am clear, I am free, and my supply is flowing now. The words themselves carry power. The moment you release, your atmosphere changes. Forgiveness is the great unblocker. It lifts the lid. It opens the floodgates. It sets money in motion again. Just as clogged rivers burst forth when the dam is broken, so too your prosperity bursts forth when unforgiveness is dissolved. Many people are poor, not because opportunity has not come, but because resentment has kept them blind to it. Many struggle, not because supply is withheld, but because anger keeps them from receiving. But forgiveness removes the veil. It restores vision. It restores flow. Let no past debt, no betrayal, no offense keep you chained to lack. Say, I release it, I bless it, I forgive it all. In that release, you will find the river of money rushing toward you, free, open, and unstoppable. Forgiveness frees you. Forgiveness frees the flow. Forgiveness frees the money that has been waiting all along to come into your hands. Money is not only earned, money is not only exchanged, money is spoken. Money answers to the voice of faith. Every word you speak is a seed. Every declaration you make is a command to the unseen. When you say, I am rich, I am supplied, I am prosperous, you are not describing the present, you are creating the future. You are speaking money into existence. The world was spoken into being. Light appeared because a word was spoken. Creation responds to the voice of authority, and in the same way, your money responds to your voice. Say, I cannot afford it, and you command poverty. Say, I am richly supplied, and you summon abundance. Do you see it? Your words are not idle. Your words are law. The universe does not argue with you. It obeys you. If you speak lack, lack appears. If you speak wealth, wealth appears. But hear me, you must speak with certainty. The timid word has no power. The doubtful affirmation dissolves in the air. But the confident decree, the word charged with faith, becomes a magnet for money. When you speak boldly, life must obey. Say it often. Money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. Money flows freely and abundantly into my life. I am a magnet for divine supply. Do not speak it once and wait. Speak it daily, hourly, constantly until your very atmosphere vibrates with prosperity. Money is moved by vibration, and nothing vibrates higher than the spoken word. When you give voice to wealth, you align with the rhythm of increase. Opportunities appear, doors open, Ideas ignite. People are drawn to you. The world conspires in your favor, but beware the careless tongue. Every complaint is a curse. Every negative word is a chain. I never have enough. Money slips through my fingers. Asterisk, I can't make it. These words bind you to struggle. Tear them out of your vocabulary. Replace them with words of power, words of wealth, words of creation. Speak money into existence until it fills your life. Speak wealth until it surrounds you. Speak prosperity until it becomes your living reality. For the spoken word is the bridge between the invisible and the visible, between the desire in your heart and the cash in your hand. Speak boldly, speak confidently, speak as one who knows, money is mine, wealth is mine, supply is mine, and it is here now. For when you speak money into existence, money must obey. Every word you speak is a command. Every phrase is a decree, and yet many waste their creative power by speaking complaint. Complaint is the language of lack. Complaint is the song of poverty. Every time you complain, you multiply the very condition you wish to escape. Hear this truth. It is better to be silent than to complain. Silence keeps the channel open. Silence holds the space for supply. But complaint shuts the door, binds the flow, and chains you to the very thing you despise. Think of the one who says, I never have enough. Nothing works out for me. Money always slips away. Do you see what they are doing? They are rehearsing their poverty. They are cementing their limitation. They are programming life to bring them more of the same. Now think of the one who, even in the face of challenge, holds their tongue. They refuse to curse their situation. They refuse to give power to lack. Their silence is not weakness, it is wisdom. They know that complaint plants weeds, but silence keeps the ground ready for harvest. Silence is strength. Silence is discipline. Silence allows your faith to speak louder than your frustration. And when you choose silence over complaint, you protect your atmosphere. You keep your vibration aligned with supply instead of lack. But silence is not enough. You must replace complaint with declaration. Instead of I can't afford this, say I am abundantly supplied. Instead of I never get a break, say divine opportunities are opening for me now. Instead of rehearsing what's wrong, declare what's right, what's true, what's coming. The universe cannot multiply your complaint, but it will multiply your declaration. Silence stops the damage. Affirmation brings the increase. So today, choose power. If you cannot yet speak words of wealth, then be silent. Guard your tongue as treasure. Refuse to rehearse lack. Refuse to magnify fear. And when you do speak, speak only words that lift, words that build, words that create wealth, health, joy, and abundance. Silence or complaint, the choice is always yours. One keeps the door closed, the other tears it off its hinges. One keeps you in chains, the other sets you free. Choose silence over complaint, and choose declaration over silence. For your words are your world, and with them you hold the keys to your wealth. Money is not a struggle. Money is not a chase. Money is a state of mind. The one who lives in money consciousness carries wealth wherever they go. Poverty is not the absence of money, it is the absence of awareness. Wealth is not just dollars in the bank, it is the conviction that supply is everywhere, flowing constantly, ready to meet every demand. The one who lives in money consciousness does not wonder where the next dollar will come from. They know it is already on its way. Money consciousness is an atmosphere. It is a vibration. It is the certainty that you are connected to an infinite supply. Just as a fish lives in water, so you must live in wealth. Just as a bird lives in air, so you must live in abundance. When you breathe it, think it, speak it, and expect it, money has no choice but to flow to you. Do you see why so many struggle? They beg for money while rehearsing poverty. They declare lack with every word. It's too expensive. I can't afford it. Money never stays with me. Their language betrays their consciousness, and their consciousness locks them out of abundance. But the one who shifts into money consciousness speaks differently. They say, I am richly supplied. Money flows to me in perfect ways. I live in abundance and I am always cared for. These words are not idle. They are the vibration of wealth itself, and that vibration attracts prosperity the way a magnet attracts iron. Money consciousness is not arrogance, it is not greed, it is alignment. It is stepping into the truth that wealth is not outside you, wealth is within you. The money in your hand is simply the reflection of the supply already alive in your mind. Living in money consciousness means giving freely without fear of loss. It means receiving gratefully without guilt. It means expecting increase, not decrease. It means walking every day with the quiet confidence that you are backed by infinite substance. And here is the secret. Money flows where money consciousness lives. If you dwell in worry, fear, and lack, you block the current. But if you live in gratitude, faith, and certainty, you open the floodgates. Money cannot resist a consciousness that is already wealthy. So clothe yourself in money consciousness. Walk in it, speak from it, think from it. Refuse to step out of it. Say every day, I live in the consciousness of wealth. Money belongs to me. Supply surrounds me. Abundance is my natural state. For the one who lives in money, consciousness never has to chase money, money chases them.